Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and my morning after I do this video is going to be spent looking for where I want to use money to buy XRP. You've probably seen that the market, the overall market cap is at $187 billion right now, okay? And that's against the backdrop of some of the things I talked about yesterday about the new asset class and everything. But what I wanted to show some of you who may not have been here in 2018 when the bear market was really going on and when we were seeing all of the major bad news about how this is all never going to happen. That's when it was really the scariest point was in 2018, because at that point, the news media was trying to pretend like it wasn't the traditional financial news media was trying to pretend like this was all just over and it wasn't ever going to happen. They're not pretending like that anymore. They're telling you this is happening now, but we are in a down situation. But I want to show you where we were in 2018 while they were piling on, so to speak. We're at 187 billion in the total market right now, and I want to show you how history tends to repeat itself. This is the 2017 run at the end of the year, and then this is the 2018 bear. Now, if you look right in here, and I don't think you'll find this a coincidence, it got down as low as about $100 billion in the total market. Look at the date there. That's December. It happened around, here it is, around December 15th, 2018. Today is December the 17th, 2019. We bottomed out literally on December 5th, or right around December 15th of 2018, and then you can see kind of what happened after that, okay? I want to show you where XRP bottomed out. I believe that this is right. December 15th, 2018 is where on the same bottoming out process, 2018 at 28 cents. Today, we are at, let me refresh this. This is crazy. This is why I'm looking around for stacks of money to buy this. This is probably the best dip we've seen since the run up in 2017. 19 cents right now. Okay, so if history is any guide whatsoever, you can look and you can see what happened, and for whatever reason, that we're exactly at the low for the year, like we were at the low for the year in 2018. It's almost the exact same date. Worth taking note of. Okay, I wanted to show you this. This is from Tweedsley, and he sent me this. This is, as we all know, Ripple has invested in MoneyGram, and MoneyGram is really one of the most important companies in this whole on-demand liquidity thing for XRP. They're opening corridors, they've opened corridors, and they're opening more corridors. Is the options market predicting a spike in MoneyGram stock? And here's what it says: investors in MoneyGram International, MGI, need to pay close attention to the stock based on moves in the options market lately. That's because February 21st, 2020, $2.50 call had some of the highest implied volatility of all equity options today. Implied volatility shows how much movement the market is expecting in the future. Options with high levels of implied volatility suggest that investors in the underlying stocks are expecting a big move in one direction or the other. It could also mean there's an event coming up soon that may cause a big rally or a huge sell-off. So people they're acting like they think that MoneyGram is primed for something big to happen. Hopefully a move in the right direction. I may need to I have never bought any MoneyGram stock as a result of what's going on with Ripple, but I'm thinking about it seriously. Jonathan D at XRP_YD7 sent me this. This is today. This is a tweet from MoneyGram. Tune in to First Move on CNN. This is CNN. Let's see. Yeah. CNN tomorrow morning, which is today. This was written yesterday. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So that's in 30 minutes from now. To hear our CEO, and his name is, I always draw a blank on his name, Alex Holmes, talk to Julia. This is the girl that's so smart, that's really understands how important all this blockchain stuff is, and she's capitalizing about our digital transformation, Ripple partnership, and how we're redefining the business to be more consumer centric. Now, I don't know if they've got this wrong on. Okay, it says she's a CNN anchor, and I don't know if it's CNN's business news that she's going to be on, or I don't know how that works, because it seems like she was on a different CNN channel, but make sure you get specific on that, and you can go to her Twitter feed, and she's probably going to tell you where to go. Okay, and then we've got this from Arturo Portilla. I don't know if I follow this guy. Don't. December 16th, 2019, SBI remittances exceed 800 billion yen. We will continue to develop and provide safer, faster, and cheaper remittances, not only in Vietnam, but also in each remittance country, aiming to provide services that meet our customers' needs. So they're apparently, this remittances is apparently getting larger. So that's good stuff. All right. Then Chris Larsen, who doesn't tweet very often, he says, proud to be working with Kitao Sun of SBI, a true innovator and leader driving the future of finance. Apparently, it says Yoshitaka Kitao is generating buzz with plans to unite regional banks into a loose confederation under the banner of his company. Japan's regional banks get a fresh look from big investor. Now, what I thought was funny from this is the whole time that I was growing up watching The Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi always called Daniel LaRusso, called him Daniel-san. Well, Chris, this is the first time I've seen anybody use that same terminology since I watched The Karate Kid. So in Japan, it must be a thing. Kitao-san. So like that's what that reminded me of when I read that. And then there was this. Michelle Vandenberg sent me a few things. The first is this from the Great Gatsby, and I totally agree with what he's saying here. CBDCs will not be used for cross-border transactions. They have said this repeatedly and at Swell Conference from regulators. CBDCs will be used privately, domestically to hide transactions off a public ledger. You will then use a bridge like XRP to settle along the same rails anywhere. In the world of any currency, now you can have the security of a blockchain, privacy of a stablecoin, and the liquidity and versatility of an asset that levels the playing field for all. Why is XRP needed? The same reason it's cumbersome to send money across borders today. And the same reason CBDCs do nothing for liquidity. They're simply just the old currencies able to run on new rails and interact with new other assets. Now do you see why interoperability is so important? I don't think he could have said all this better. I think that is great. Now, if you watch any video today, you need to watch this one. This guy is a traditional market strategist, okay? And he says strategist, I don't know if I follow this guy, AG Trader. But anyway, he says, strategist says markets have nothing to do with fundamentals anymore. This guy literally goes, you need to click on this. You can go to @AG_trader, click on this, watch the video. This guy is literally, he's a strategist for the traditional markets, and he literally throws his hands up and talks. He's basically talking about what a joke the traditional markets have become, and they have nothing to do with anything but QE or whatever. They lie about what they call QE. Just they create different names for it constantly. It's nothing more than printing money and flooding the system with bogus fiat. And he's talking about how there is no more fundamentals and companies' earnings. None of that matters anymore. It's all a big joke. You need to go watch this and you'll understand the fact that that's a joke really lets you understand the reason digital assets are going to be so important moving forward. But it's really funny to watch a guy like that. I mean, coming from that angle. Then this was from Bank XRP. Notice regarding suspension of Japanese yen payment with the maintenance of SBI Submission Net Bank. VC trade will be suspended. Service stop date, December 22nd, 2019. Maintenance is scheduled for the above schedule, but may be extended or shortened. And this was tweeted out on the 16th. So they're going down for maintenance. And we always show you when somebody important like that in digital assets is going down for maintenance. You never know what's going to happen. Let me get rid of a couple of things here, like this and this. All right. Michael at BAL5 Links sent me this. New EU law states that banks may hold and sell Bitcoin from 2020. I wanted to show you this. The new law has removed the separation requirement, which was present in the earlier version. The European Union has recently proposed a new bill on the fourth money laundering directive, which will allow European banks to hold and sell Bitcoin. The bill is expected to come into effect in 2020. Earlier banking institutions were not allowed to hold or offer any form of digital assets. The German Bundestag recently passed its own bill to implement it. However, further approval is required before the law can be enforced. So, we've already seen it in Switzerland. You're going to see it everywhere. This is going to happen everywhere. Imagine a world where you can buy digital assets at your bank. What happens when you've been sitting here through all these downs and ups and all this different thing, and all of a sudden the rest of the population comes to the party and they say, hey, I can buy that at my bank. Now it's legitimate and it's for everybody. That's when you win. Big time. Okay, I'm going to show you one more thing. XRP Bart sent me this from the European Central Bank. Our latest research shows that it is possible to build a simplified payment system for central bank digital currencies. Such a system would safeguard users' privacy for low-value transactions while ensuring that high-value transfers are subject to anti-money laundering checks. Read our papers on exploring anonymity in central bank digital currencies. I think we can all see where this is going. Now, folks, I have to tell you, in the description of every video I do, and now that we're approaching Christmas, this is the ultimate Christmas gift. We have in our Patreon group that I've created with Mr. B and Brad Combs. It is unbelievable the progress how fast that people are coming into this thing. We've only got roughly 75 spots left in the first 500 spots. Now we're for the first 500 signups, we're letting people have that for $3.99 a month. I mean, practically nothing. Once we hit 500, it'll be $4.99 a month. And we've already filled, I think it was 427 people have signed up for this, folks. 427. My prediction is we will hit that 500 by Friday. What's today? Today's Tuesday, I think. We will hit that spot. We will hit that by Friday. You have it probably until about, I think we may hit it faster than that. Yesterday, I think there were over 38 signups, if that tells you anything. So we could easily hit it before Friday. There's about 75 or so spots left. The sign-up rate has been just amazing. And the response from the people that are inside of the group has been just extraordinary. It's unbelievable. I never expected the thing to grow as fast as it has. But that is what happens when you properly plan a member group and you design it to provide real value, and you don't just throw it together to see if you can make a few bucks. When you actually give people something that is worthy of paying a monthly fee to do. And that's how we designed it from the beginning. That's how we thought it out. We spoke with each other for weeks and weeks about how to do it the right way to provide the right value. And for that reason, people are really excited about it. Now, I want to tell you, in that group, here's what's going to happen this week as a part of our under-promising and over-delivering. This week, on Thursday at 7 p.m. in our Patreon group, We're gonna do a live stream. We're gonna have the official language snob of the Digital Asset Investor channel, and he's gonna come on and he's gonna tell the story of how he invested $50,000 in digital assets in 2013. I repeat, he invested $50,000 in digital assets in 2013, and he's gonna tell the story of how that happened and what happened. And I was there when it happened. And he's going to, with myself, as well as Mr. B and Brad Combs, we're going to have a conversation about what that was like. Also, at 12 o'clock Eastern time on Friday, we are going to have a mystery industry leader, an executive. And he's going to come on and he's going to talk about his company and where he sees this industry going. And this is a big time guy that's coming on. This isn't some Joe Schmo. Okay. And so the last thing I'll say to you about all that is that this Digital Asset Insiders group, if you want to become an insider, this is a great Christmas gift. And I think I should end by quoting, nobody said it better than Cousin Eddie. It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year. from my favorite Christmas movie, The Christmas Vacation. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family there are about 75 spots left in this Patreon group, and it is fast becoming the best digital asset Patreon group that's ever been created. Quickly. Thank you for listening.